Dear soul, come closer. I can sense the restlessness in your energy, the way something inside you has been stirring with increasing urgency. I am Kaelon, one of the elders of the Arcturian Council, and I want you to know that this feeling you've been experiencing, this sense that time is moving differently, that something must be completed, it's not your imagination. By the end of our time together, you'll understand why your timeline has suddenly accelerated and what this completion will unlock in your spiritual evolution. But first, let me share something I've observed across many ages, something that might bring you comfort. When a soul reaches this threshold, when the Council marks a moment for immediate action, it's never because you're behind or failing. It's because you're ready for something magnificent. You've been carrying this unfinished piece, haven't you? This work, this decision, this act that keeps calling to you, part of you wonders if you're strong enough, if you're ready enough. But dear one, we don't accelerate timelines for souls who aren't prepared. We accelerate them for souls who have been preparing all along, even when they couldn't see it. Something brought you to this transmission at this exact moment. Not coincidence, but cosmic timing. Your council has been watching, waiting for you to recognize what you already know deep in your soul, that the time for hesitation has passed and the time for completion has arrived. If these words are stirring something in your heart, stay with me. There's more you need to hear about what happens when you finally step into this completion, and I'm grateful you're here with me now. I see what you're experiencing, dear one. That feeling of pressure building inside you, like time is running short, like there are things you must complete but you can't quite name them all. That sense of urgency that wakes you at 3 a.m. with your heart racing, whispering that you're running out of time for something important. It's a persistent whisper, sometimes a booming internal shout that resonates deep within your being, stirring an undeniable disquiet. It feels like the universe itself is holding its breath, waiting for you to tie up loose ends before the next grand act can begin. I've witnessed this pattern in so many beautiful souls across the ages, from the ancient mystics preparing for their next great initiation to the modern-day seekers poised on the brink of a profound shift. And I want you to know, this isn't anxiety speaking. This is not the fearful chatter of the ego, nor the relentless push of societal expectations. No, this is something far more sacred and profound. This is your soul preparing you for transition, for a metamorphosis that will reshape your reality and elevate your very existence. It is the deep internal stirrings of your spiritual DNA, activating, signaling an imminent leap into a higher octave of your destiny. What most souls don't realize is that this urgency isn't a demand from the universe. It's an invitation. It's not a punitive pressure from an external force, but rather an elegant, loving summons from within. It's not a burden to be endured, but a doorway opening, revealing a new landscape of possibilities. I've observed this phenomenon countless times, like observing the cocoon beginning to thin as the butterfly prepares to emerge, or the tide receding just enough to reveal a path to hidden shores. When a soul is truly ready to step into their next level of purpose, when they are on the cusp of a significant spiritual evolution, they begin to feel this deep, sometimes uncomfortable knowing that certain things must be completed first. It's akin to an inner GPS recalibrating, pointing to tasks that may seem mundane on the surface, but are profoundly significant on a soul level. Old projects that lie dormant in the forgotten corners of your creative spirit suddenly call out, yearning to be finished. Conversations that have been postponed, perhaps for months or even years, now demand attention, for they hold the keys to unresolved energy. Forgiveness that needs to be offered to another, or crucially, forgiveness that needs to be received by yourself, surfaces with a quiet insistence. And that pervasive clutter, both physical detritus in your living spaces and the emotional baggage stored in the chambers of your heart, suddenly feels unbearable to carry forward. It's as if your spiritual luggage needs to be sorted and lightened before you can embark on an essential journey. You're not imagining this feeling, dear one, and you're certainly not failing at life or falling behind some invisible cosmic schedule. This isn't a sign of inadequacy. It's a testament to your readiness. What I've come to understand through witnessing thousands of souls in transition, through observing the intricate dance of transformation across millennia, is that this urgency is actually sacred timing. It is a precise, divinely orchestrated sequence unfolding within you. Your higher self, that wise, all-knowing aspect of your being that resides beyond the veil of conscious thought, knows with absolute certainty that you're approaching a momentous threshold. It recognizes that a beautiful expansion into new territory of your purpose, a richer, more authentic expression of your soul's gifts, is imminent. And like a loving, diligent ground crew preparing for a majestic journey, it's lovingly nudging you to clear the runway for takeoff. Every item on this invisible list is a potential obstruction, a piece of energetic debris that, if left unaddressed, could hinder the smooth ascent into your higher calling. The pressure you feel isn't punishment for past procrastination or some karmic reckoning. It is not a cosmic scolding. Instead, it is pure, unadulterated preparation. It is the internal, alchemical process of making space, of shedding the old skin so the new, vibrant self can emerge. And the reason it feels so intense, so potent, so deeply resonant, is precisely because your soul knows, with every fiber of its being, that something truly wonderful, something breathtakingly expansive, is waiting on the other side of this sacred completion. It's the thrill of the adventurer standing at the edge of a new continent, the artist before a blank canvas, the builder before a grand foundation, an electrifying blend of anticipation and profound knowing. After observing this pattern across ages, through countless cycles of growth, rebirth, and evolution, I've discovered something that brings great comfort to souls experiencing this urgency. The things calling for completion aren't random burdens placed upon your path by chance or unfortunate circumstance. They are not arbitrary tasks designed to test your patience or your resolve. Oh no, dear one, far from it. They are specifically chosen by your higher wisdom, by the profound intelligence of your soul, to prepare you for what's coming next. It's a meticulous, intelligent design at play, an intricate tapestry where every thread connects. Every unfinished project, every delayed conversation that echoes in the quiet chambers of your mind, every area of your life that seems to be asking for attention, from the dusty corners of your home to the unresolved chords in your relationships, they are all intrinsically connected to the new chapter, the new paradigm, the new way of being that is trying to emerge through you. They are the prerequisites, the foundational elements that must be solidified before the next grand structure can be built. Think of it this way, and let the imagery settle deep within your spirit. Imagine you're moving from a cluttered, beloved, but outgrown dwelling to a beautiful, expansive new home, perhaps a light-filled sanctuary on a mountaintop overlooking an ocean of possibility. But before you can inhabit that space, before you can truly flourish in its pristine beauty, you must first pack up your current space. You must confront every item, every memory, every attachment. The urgency you feel to sort through belongings, to decide what truly resonates with your future self and what gets lovingly released, to tie up loose ends with neighbors, friends, and even the physical structure itself. This isn't stress in the conventional sense. This isn't the chaotic energy of hurried packing. It's the focused, intentional energy of preparation. This is love in action, self-love, love for your future, love for the grand design unfolding. This is meticulous, heartfelt preparation for something undeniably better, something more aligned, more joyous, more expansive than you've ever known. It's the act of creating a pristine vessel for new blessings. What I've witnessed time and again is that souls who honor this completion phase, who courageously lean into this sacred urgency without judgment or resistance, who understand it as a profound act of self-care and spiritual stewardship, step into their next purpose with remarkable clarity and an unparalleled sense of freedom. They don't just enter a new phase, they embody it, moving with grace and an unobstructed flow. They are like a ship that has shed its barnacles and set its sails cleanly, catching the winds of destiny with effortless propulsion. But alas, those who resist it, who dismiss these potent promptings as mere stress, as an unnecessary burden, or even as unproductive perfectionism, often find themselves carrying unnecessary weight into their new season. They arrive at the threshold of their magnificent new home, only to find themselves laden with boxes of old energy, forgotten resentments, and half-finished projects that continue to demand attention, dimming the light of their new beginning. They are like the ship attempting to sail with its anchors still dragging, slowing its progress and exhausting its crew. The beautiful, comforting, and empowering truth is this: your soul already knows what needs to be finished. It holds the complete blueprint, the divine instruction manual for your next phase. The projects that whisper in the quiet of your mind, the relationships that call for closure or deeper understanding, the promises you've made to yourself or others that remain unfulfilled, even the internal work of healing old wounds and releasing limiting beliefs. It's all there, shimmering just beneath the surface of your conscious awareness, waiting for your gentle, compassionate attention. You don't need to search externally for this wisdom. It resides within you, an internal compass pointing the way. And once you begin honoring these completions, once you make the conscious choice to engage with this sacred process, something truly magical happens. The urgency that once felt like a tightening vice around your spirit transforms. It shifts from pressure into flow, from a demanding inner voice into a harmonious, guided dance. It becomes less about having to and more about getting to, less about obligation and more about joyful participation in your own unfolding destiny. If everything I've shared so far resonates deep in your spirit, if you've been feeling this sacred urgency but couldn't name it, then there's something that will bring you tremendous clarity. There's a free quiz called "What Phase of Your Awakening Are You In?" It takes just 2 minutes and reveals exactly where you are on this sacred journey. Whether you're in the initial stirring, the unraveling, the dark night, or approaching the completion phase that prepares you for embodiment. Knowing your phase changes everything. It explains why you feel this urgency right now and what it's preparing you for. The link is in the first pinned comment. Take the quiz before you forget. Your soul already knows the answer. Now let's explore some gentle steps for sacred completion, allowing this profound process to unfold with grace and inner peace. The first thing that has helped many souls, and indeed is often the most challenging initial step, is to stop fighting this feeling and start listening to it with an open heart. I know it might seem counterintuitive. Urgency by its very nature feels uncomfortable, a signal that something is amiss, and our primal instinct is often to push it away, to numb it with distraction, or to rationalize it away as mere stress. We reach for endless scrolls on our devices, for busy work, for anything to silence that insistent inner voice. But what I've observed across countless individual journeys is that this urgency carries an ancient, profound wisdom. It knows things your conscious mind hasn't caught up to yet, secrets held in the energetic archives of your being. It's like the subtle tremor before an earthquake, or the change in the wind before a storm, signals from a deeper intelligence. Instead of resisting this inner messenger, try sitting quietly, perhaps in meditation or a moment of reflective solitude, and simply asking with genuine curiosity, what is this urgency truly trying to tell me? What part of my life, what aspect of my being, what unfulfilled promise truly wants to be completed in my life right now? Don't force answers. Don't strain to define. Just listen with an open, receptive heart. Allow the wisdom to surface organically, like bubbles rising from the depths. You might be surprised by what surfaces. Perhaps it's that novel you started 3 years ago and abandoned, feeling the creative fire dim, or the long overdue apology to a friend, a severance of an energetic cord that continues to bind you. Or it might be something as seemingly trivial as the cluttered closet that, upon deeper reflection, represents stagnant emotional patterns you're finally ready to release, an invitation to declutter your internal landscape as well as your external one. Once you've started listening to these quiet yet powerful promptings, something else beautiful and liberating becomes possible. Many souls find immense relief and clarity in creating what I call a sacred completion list. This is not, let me emphasize, a harsh, demanding to-do list that merely piles on more pressure and guilt. This is not about achieving perfection or ticking off every item with ruthless efficiency. Instead, it is a gentle, compassionate inventory of what's truly calling for your attention from the depths of your soul. It's about honoring what your higher self is lovingly highlighting as essential for your next phase. Write down everything that surfaces, big and small, internal and external, tangible and intangible. This could include the relationship conversation you've been delaying, the creative project collecting dust in the corner of your mind or your studio, the deep forgiveness work for yourself or others, that you know is vital for your emotional liberation, or even the physical spaces in your home that are asking to be cleared and energetically renewed. Do not judge any of it, no matter how insignificant or overwhelming it may seem. Each item has its rightful place. Your soul chose these specific things for a profound reason, even if that reason isn't immediately clear to your logical mind. Trust that divine selection, for it holds the key to your unfolding. This next step might feel strange or counterintuitive at first, and that's perfectly okay, for we are so often conditioned to believe that more is always better. Instead of overwhelming yourself by attempting to tackle everything on your sacred completion list at once, which can lead to burnout and frustration, choose just one item and give it your sacred yes. What I've noticed, through observing countless transformative journeys, is that completion energy is cumulative, much like a small spark that, once tended, can ignite a roaring bonfire. Finishing one thing, even a small one, creates potent momentum and clarity for the next. It sends a powerful signal to your subconscious and to the universe that you are a person who completes, a soul who honors its commitments. Pick the one item that calls to you most strongly, the one that whispers your name with the greatest insistence, or the one that feels most loaded with old stagnant energy that you're eager to release. It might indeed be having that difficult conversation you've been dreading, or it might be as seemingly simple as organizing those overflowing boxes in your garage that have become energetic anchors. Trust what draws your attention. There's profound wisdom in what feels most urgent and resonant to your spirit right now. That single yes is a potent act of intention. By now, as you begin to engage with these promptings, you may already be noticing resistance arising within you, and I want to assure you that this is completely natural, a perfectly human response to impending change. The next thing that has helped many souls navigate this terrain is to meet this resistance with deep compassion, rather than judgment or self-criticism. That familiar voice in your head might be saying, "But I don't have time for this, I'm already overwhelmed," or "This isn't important enough compared to my grander goals," or even, "I should be focused on new things, on creation, not on revisiting old tasks." I know these voices well, dear one. I've heard them from countless souls standing at the precipice of their own evolution. But here's what I've observed. The resistance often comes from the part of you that is afraid of the change that completion inevitably brings. Finishing things means stepping into the unknown of what comes next, into a new, uncharted territory of your purpose. Your ego mind, that part of you designed for survival and familiarity, prefers the comfortable, albeit often uncomfortable, incompleteness to the mysterious, expansive landscape of a new destiny. It clings to the known even if it's limiting. Be gentle with this resistance. Acknowledge its fears. Thank it for trying to protect you, for its intention is often rooted in a desire for safety. Then, with quiet determination, proceed anyway. Remind yourself that this fear is a sign that you are on the verge of something truly significant. This step is about bringing ceremony and intention to your completion work, transforming mundane tasks into sacred acts. Many souls, especially in our modern, fast-paced world, skip this because they might think ritual is unnecessary, too woo-woo, or simply a waste of precious time. But I've watched enough journeys unfold to know that marking completion matters profoundly to the soul. It acts as a powerful energetic signal to your entire being, to your subconscious, and to the universe that a cycle is truly ending, that lessons have been integrated, and that something new, vibrant, and aligned can now begin. This doesn't need to be elaborate or steeped in ancient tradition, unless that resonates with you. It simply needs to be heartfelt and intentional. Light a candle when you begin working on something from your sacred completion list, infusing the task with the light of your intention. Say a prayer of gratitude or a silent blessing when you finish, acknowledging the energy released and the space created. Create a small, personal ceremony to symbolically release what's complete. One soul I know, after finally finishing a long-dormant creative project, wrote the title on a piece of paper, held it to their heart in gratitude for the journey, and then ceremonially burned it, scattering the ashes to the wind, thanking it for the lessons it brought. Another, after completing a series of difficult but necessary conversations, takes a ritual bath infused with Epsom salts and essential oils, symbolically washing away old energy and inviting new beginnings. The key is to acknowledge the ending, to honor the transition, and to consciously create a space for the new to rush in. This final step is perhaps the most profound and in many ways the most vital. Trust the magnificent transformation that begins to shift and settle within you as you honor these completions. Give yourself full, unconditional permission to feel the profound lightness that comes when old energy, once dense and clinging, is finally released. It's like shedding a heavy cloak, revealing the vibrant, unburdened self beneath. Notice how finishing that long-delayed project suddenly creates an expansive, exhilarating space for inspiration you didn't even know you were missing, for ideas that now flow effortlessly into your awareness. Observe how having that difficult yet necessary conversation, even if it felt daunting, unexpectedly opens doors to deeper intimacy, authenticity, and understanding, or perhaps to the peaceful closure that was always needed. What I've witnessed time and again in every soul brave enough to embark on this journey is that those who honor this completion phase don't just clear their external to-do lists, they perform a deep internal cleansing. They clear energetic pathways within themselves, pathways that were once choked with stagnant energy, making way for their next level of purpose to emerge with stunning clarity and power. The urgency that once felt like an oppressive, demanding pressure transforms into an excited, joyous anticipation. The weight of unfinished business, which once felt like a constant drag on your spirit, lifts, making abundant space for unprecedented creativity, profound service, and an authentic expression of your unique gifts to the world. Dear one, you don't need to finish everything at once, and you certainly don't need to do it perfectly. Perfection is an illusion that often paralyzes. This sacred urgency isn't asking you to become a relentless productivity machine, churning through tasks without presence or joy. No, its invitation is far more profound. It's inviting you to become a conscious completer, someone who understands and honors the intrinsic wisdom of finishing what has served its purpose, of closing energetic loops so that new gifts, new opportunities, and new expressions of your divine self can emerge unhindered. It's an invitation to engage with your life with intentionality and reverence. I've watched countless souls walk this completion journey, some with swift strides, others with hesitant steps, and each one, without exception, discovered something profoundly beautiful and transformative. The very things they thought were burdens holding them back, the forgotten projects, the uncomfortable conversations, the old emotional baggage, were actually the sturdy bridges leading them forward into their next, more expansive reality. The urgency they initially feared, that gnawing sense of running out of time, was actually love in disguise. Their higher self, their inner wisdom, meticulously preparing them for an expansion, a blossoming, a profound spiritual growth they couldn't yet fully imagine. Some days you'll feel motivated, energized, and ready to tackle multiple completions with enthusiasm. Other days, simply holding one unfinished thing with loving awareness, acknowledging its presence without judgment, will be enough. Trust your own rhythm, dear one. Trust the subtle wisdom of your own soul. It knows the perfect timing, the most gentle and effective sequence for everything on your sacred list. The doorway to your next purpose isn't somewhere far away that you need to search for, tirelessly chasing after external validations or elusive opportunities. It's right here within you, waiting patiently on the other side of honoring what's complete. Every finished project, every resolved conversation, every cleared physical or emotional space creates more vital room, more vibrant energy for the beautiful, unknown, and utterly magnificent chapter that wants so desperately to emerge through you, to be expressed by you, and to bless the world through your unique light. You're not behind, dear one. You're not running out of time. You are precisely where you need to be, perfectly poised for your next grand unfolding.